Hi guys, welcome back to the news. Now, following the removal of Niger, Mali and Burkina Faso from the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, a lot of people have taken turns to react to this recent development. Atiku Abubakar, the presidential candidate of the PDP in the last elections, said that the withdrawal of the three countries from ECOWAS is concerning and a matter of a serious diplomatic meltdown. Yes, the former vice president, I beg your pardon, said Nigeria must keep its national security interest in mind as it relates to terrorism and banditry while trying to appraising the situation. And these reports are really concerning, according to Atiku Abubakar, and it is a matter of a serious diplomatic meltdown. At this point, Nigeria must keep our country's national security interests, especially the fight against terrorism, the fight against banditry, the fight against kidnapping and others, in focus while we try to see to this situation, because we've really seen how these three countries have made up their minds and they've withdrawn from the regional bloc, and they made it known in a joint statement where they criticized the ECOWAS over the sanctions imposed on them as part of the effort to reverse the coups in their countries. And the three countries are ruled by military leaders who overthrew, democratic government. In 2021, Mali temporarily pulled out of ECOWAS after the country experienced two coups in less than a year. ECOWAS also imposed sanctions on Mali and suspended it as a member. And then in January 2022, ECOWAS suspended Burkina Faso's membership after a military coup led by Paul Henri Damiba, which saw the democratic government of the former president Roch Kabore ousted by, soldiers. And then in December 2023, the bloc suspended Niger Republic after soldiers led by General Tashini, General Abdurrahmani, and the head of the presidential guard overthrew President Mohamed Bazoum. And guys, it got interesting because at this point, these regions have said no, they are tired of all these things. And they are no longer comfortable with the fact that things are going this way. So at this point, a lot of people have really shown their reactions over this. Atiku reacted, also Shehu Sani reacted, and other people. Also, Femi Fani Kayode has also reacted. He lamented the withdrawal and the exit of Burkina Faso, of Mali and Niger from the Economic Community of West African states as a sad and uncomfortable development. And at this point, these three military regimes in these three countries have announced their immediate withdrawal from the ECOWAS in a joint statement. You should understand that at this point, the current leadership of ECOWAS have really destroyed what past leaders have labored for. And it is only God that would help West African leaders, because we have so many bad leaders and it has really, destroyed a lot of things. Shehu Sani also gave his own reactions where he said Nigeria has lost African brothers because of West African friends. It seems that people are no longer concerned about brotherhood, the bond we share as African nations. They are no longer concerned about this, and they are just trying to please the Western nations, which is not, supposed to be so. So a former lawmaker who is a social critic, Senator Shehu Sani, said that Nigeria lost its African brothers because of Western conditional friends, and this statement followed the reports that the military regimes in Niger, in Burkina Faso and Mali have rejoined their membership from the Economic Community of West African States. And Shehu Sani stated that their withdrawal from ECOWAS was a serious setback for West Africa. You know, at this point, the leaders of the three Sahel nations disclosed this in a joint statement on Sunday that they are no longer interested with ECOWAS. ECOWAS should go ahead with their heavy sanctions, and at this point, they are done with ECOWAS. And this signifies the failure of diplomacy and dialogue. It has gotten to a point whereby Africa has lost their blood brothers because of our Western conditional friends. It seems that we've sacrificed our hands to keep our wristwatches intact, which is not supposed to be so. But what can we do? The deed has been done. We also have Femi Fani-Kayode. Yes, Fani Kayode also gave his own reaction following the recent development. I mean, Kayode wasn't pleased with this, development. He said it was unfortunate. He described the exit of these three countries from ECOWAS as sad and unfortunate and an uncomfortable development, which he's not quite pleased with what's happening. He said that at this point, he's not comfortable with the way things are going with, these nations exiting from ECOWAS. I mean, it is quite unfortunate that things are going this way, and nobody's doing anything about this. So, my country people, a lot is really happening, and a lot of people have reacted. Some have expressed, courage that yes, these guys have really done well from pulling out of the ECOWAS, because the ECOWAS tends to want to control them, intimidate them, force them to doing what they don't want to do. Most Nigerians have taken to the social media space to commend the three nations, the three countries, from exiting the ECOWAS. A lot of people have really commended their courage, their mindsets of them exiting the ECOWAS, that it's obvious that they are not benefiting anything from the ECOWAS. The ECOWAS is not doing what it was founded for. The principles in which the ECOWAS was built on, is not there. These principles are lost, and a lot of things are just happening, and it is quite sad. So, my country people, these juntas have really, stated that there is no more alliance with the ECOWAS. These military juntas, they've really had in their mind and said enough is enough. Instead, they form a union between themselves, they form an alliance between themselves, and at this point, a lot of things is happening. So, guys, Femi Kayode have said that he prays God would strengthen the brotherhood and the unity we once enjoyed in our sub-region, and may God preserve peace in this nation. But at this point, it is quite sad and it is quite unfortunate. Fani Kayode wrote on his X handle. Guys, I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts on this in the comment section. Thank you.